183. The 10-year average, by the way, is 137. Steph, how about the severe weather for us right now?
Unfortunately, it's lingering in places like Texas. And what irritates me about looking at that video, Mike, a huge wedge tornado, and that thing will be called an EF0 if it was just in a field. Isn't that bizarre?
They may go out there and see if they can see any ground scour. If they can,
well, still,
they may rate it.
It's still remarkable, you guys. That's how they actually rate tornadoes, by how much damage is done, because otherwise there's no way to measure the wind speed, so they have to do it by damage done. Isn't that interesting? Well, there is the threat for tornadoes. That does include the Houston metro area until 9 o'clock local time, where you see the red outlined area. That means conditions are favorable for the development of tornadoes. The yellow outlined areas, conditions are favorable for the development of severe weather. That could be penny-sized hail, winds to 58 miles an hour at midnight.
A tornado warning has been issued for your area.
Now, but it is a slow mover. We do see the red. That's where we do have the heavy rain. Let's continue our radar tour and show you where else we are seeing those storms firing up. Oh, there are the warnings popping up for you, basically right outside the Houston area. All right, let's move it along here and show you exactly where that rain is falling. And it's basically moving a little bit east here along I-10, but we're also seeing a northerly component as well. Spring, we're getting nailed as well, and basically in the outskirts of the Houston metro area. All right, let's keep it moving here and show you in Arkansas, where we are seeing showers and storms basically here towards the Mississippi River, and they're just hit or miss for the most part. Not a big shield of rain like we're seeing here in the Midwest. Chicago, you could get on the weather, especially on the south side. Why do we say it like that? South, you never go and live on the north side. Anyways, let's talk about the rain here. Mike doesn't want to play along. Here's a look at our forecast. As we, through 4 p.m. today, we saw basically a month's worth of rain in some of these locations here. And as we look at the forecast, it does look like that rain is going to continue along this slow-moving front, basically up and down the Mississippi River, back towards Texas, some heavier bouts of rain, and you could see some flooding if you live in a flood-prone area. And again, it looks like we could see yet another whole month's worth of rain along this front as we head throughout the overnight hours and through the day tomorrow. And maybe some stronger storms firing up here on the end of this front. Our world-renowned tornado expert has that story a little bit later, but the other big story has been the heat. Everybody's talking about it, Mike, up and down the East Coast.
I mean, ridiculous numbers and super hot again for us. I mean, look at some of these temperatures. It's 87 right now in Philly. It's not like this in the middle of July.
No.
So it's smoking hot. Obviously, we've got a cold front that's come through, though, and some of us are a lot cooler than we were yesterday at this time. But take a look at the record highs today. In D.C., 92 degrees, 92 for us in Harbor. Syracuse, are you kidding me? 91 degrees today in Syracuse. This early in the season, that's remarkable. And an 86 for us in Erie. So all kinds of numbers have been falling by the way.
There's Sugarland.
And look for similar numbers through the day tomorrow. So let me show you kind of how it all plays out for us here. What you'll end up seeing, you see all these dots on the map for tomorrow. These are all locations where we've got the potential for record highs. It once again includes D.C., up through Atlantic City, all the way through Caribou, Maine, folks. We could be
wait for this thing to scroll on by.
In the 80s and 90s tomorrow. 87 in Boston. Our record is 90, so we'll be close to it. We're in record-setting territory. In Bangor, we're likely to break a record. We'll be very close to it here in Philly as well. So this is what we're talking about on Tuesday. Not a lot of heat relief for us, but over the next several days, it could be coming our way. Let's take a look at your 3-day forecast. Again, terrific numbers here. Feels like summer. It's hot, though. In Buffalo, there are hints of the next little cool wave that could come our way. About 63 for us in Buffalo, 78 for us in Pittsburgh, and 76 in Burlington. A little bit cooler then as we head into Wednesday. Numbers back down into the 60s for us. And then as we work our way into Thursday, again, we'll see the cooler numbers here, much more comfortable in the 60s and 70s. Steph?
We're going to be right back with one of our behind-the-scenes meteorologists. It's a discussion that will bring you closer and show you how we actually forecast. We'll show you the tools we do that with. And a winter storm struck in late April just won't quit for the Rockies, where we could see 1 to 3 feet of snow. We'll let you know if that's rare or not. And surf's up in Florida along with the winds. Which beaches you'll need to be careful on, and just how long you'll need to stay out of the water.
For years, man has known about the advantage of twin blades. Now there's the twin blade advantage from Honda. Twin blades mean finer clippings when mulching to feed your lawn. They also mean more bagging capacity and less emptying. And of course, Honda means it's built to last. The twin blade advantage, exclusively on Honda mowers.
They tickle, they tease, and you sneeze. Maybe it's time to ask your doctor about Singulair. While many allergy medicines block histamine,
A severe thunderstorm warning has been issued for your area.